Good morning, Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB. Welcome back to the most listened to program in all of the Sand Hills. It's time once again for Mornings with the LeaderMan. I am Steve Leader Adams, along with David Hensley, member of the school board this morning. Good morning, David.
Good morning, everyone. There's a correction there. Soon to be majority member of the school board, 14 days and counting, and I will be a member of the majority of the school board.
All right. We'll talk about that for sure this morning, as well as many other things. Don't forget, of course, we're being heard and seen around the world on our live video stream, which is coming at you now at our website at talk973.com or talk1041.com or WEEB990.com. Top middle of the home page is where that link is located. So you can hop on over there and get right to it. Then, let's see. If you want to just listen to our broadcast signal, that's easy too. Upper right-hand corner of every page has a link for that. 24/7, 365. Just click on that link that says on the air, listen live, and you're listening that quick. Weather for us today here in the Sand Hills area is going to be cloudy with rain, 90% chance of it. Look for a high of 52. 1/4 to 1/2 inch of rain possible. Tonight, more of the same, mostly cloudy rain likely, a low of 43, up to 1/4 inch possible. And then Wednesday, back to full sunshine as this little system pulls on out of here. It'll be partly cloudy with a high of 57. Wednesday night, cloudy and 37. Thursday, sunny and 48. You'll need the sun for sure. And Friday, mostly sunny with a high of 49. Right now around the Sand Hills, winds are calm, gusting to 1. Pressure is 30-56. 2.40, humidity 87%. It is cloudy and 44 degrees currently here at Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB. All right. It is 7:35, 35 past the hour on this Tuesday morning. Glad you made us a part of it. We're David back from extended week off from here, anyway.
Yeah, I was going to go to the Ole Miss and Alabama game, but duty called, so I stayed in the Sand Hills and took care of some school board business last week.
Did your wife go?
She did. The wife and kid. You know, here's the thing, right? It was we own some property there. We own some condos or whatnot, a little complex. But it was the wife and the girls and like 12 of Maddie's sorority sisters from Alabama. She's a KD out in Alabama. So you know, let the girls have their weekend. You know,
She's a little on the friendly side as college home for the girls.
Yeah. No, I enjoyed the peace and quiet, actually.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, every now and then, Daddy needs that, too.
Oxford's a nice place. If you've never been to Ole Miss, it's really nice. I can't say much for the rest of the state of Mississippi, but Oxford's certainly nice.
Well, it'd be fine to visit there in the fall and winter and spring, but don't give me summer there.
No. I spent 6 months in Memphis one time. I was actually had some duty there, but it is Memphis. Boy, it is. You think it's humid here? It is like 120% humidity, and that's on a dry day.
Yeah, you buy deep by the gallon instead of the little jar.
Yep. Yeah, it is miserable.
Well, we all know what misery's like for sure. He's been around here. Let's see here. Okay. You might want to do that. Let me get it. My sounder. Yes, here it is. Things are going right for me today, David. We get a sounder on top of it. So let's see how smart David is today, since he sits on the school board.
Right.
We'll find out just how smart he is as we play Smarter Than a Fifth Grader. These are going to be easy questions today.
Oh, good.
All right, let's find out. The following questions are from a standard fifth grade curriculum in the U.S. Get 4 out of 5 correct, or you ain't got the sense of a fifth grader. In other words, you're allowed one plug. And what country is the Big Buddha a major landmark? Is it India, China, or Thailand?
India, China, or Thailand? Buddha, huh?
Buddha.
Buddha.
You know,
That's the dude
rub
who
his
rubs his
belly.
belly.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a good question. I don't know. China?
Ding,
India?
ding. China it is.
Right. Or, that may not, they may have a Buddha. The question is it a knockoff Buddha?
I don't know.
They knock everything else off. They were probably doing that 3,000 years ago or 1,000 years ago, whenever Buddha was made.
Well, most everything's a knockoff. I mean, even the Holy Cross is a knockoff of the real thing. Symbolic.
Right.
Let's see. Transpiration.
This is a problematic already.
Well, it almost
Transpiration.
caught me. Transpiration is a process in plants that is responsible for A, making food, B, making water, or C, losing water.
Transformation. Well, photosynthesis is making energy. And what were the other two choices?
Making food
Well, that's photosynthesis, I think.
or
So
making water.
they don't make water, so they must lose water. I'll go with lose water.
It is losing water.
By the way, young people, test taking is a skill. Sometimes you don't have to know the answer. You just have to be able to eliminate answers you know are not true,
Right.
and that increases your odds. For example, in a three question test, if you can eliminate one, then you've got a 50-50 chance, right?
Yeah. Well, when I was in biology class in college, they set up an experiment where everybody had kind of like an aquarium of plants sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
And you took a measurement of how much oxygen is being produced.
Mm-hmm.
And you made sure there was some soil with water there. And
Right.
then you injected some more water into there and ran a light over it, acting as the sun,
Mm-hmm.
and then measure how much water is there.
Uh-huh.
That got absorbed by the atmosphere.
Did you ever measure how many watts per square meter you had in your terrarium?
No. But I thought it was quite fascinating how much water they tear through.
Yep. Yeah,
Believe it or not.
just the amount of water a human body goes through, and you sweat it out or whatnot. But
Yeah.
when we were growing up, terrariums were huge. I don't know how many frogs and stuff were sacrificed at the name of building terrariums.
All right, number 3. What is the name of the third Harry Potter book from the series? Is it The Chamber of Secrets, The Goblet of Fire, or The Prisoner of Azkaban? Now, I know you've read all these to your children over the years. And
Not a Harry Potter person. 1, 2, 3. I'll go with 3.
The Prisoner of Azkaban. That is true. That is
I'll be
true.
damned.
Number 4. How many sides does a heptagon have?
A heptagon?
Is it 7, 8, or 9? Again, 7, 8, or 9.
Well, an octagon is 8. You say septagon? Sept.
A heptagon.
A heptagon. Hep. See,
Heptagon.
this is where I need to brush up on my Latin. I'll go
Oh,
with,
yeah.
well, we know it's not 8, so I got a 50-50 chance. If I flip a coin, I'm going with 7.
7 it is.
There you go.
Ding, ding. Yes, I never came across heptagon in my Latin studies. I can promise you that.
Hepta.
That's why I encourage mothers, don't torture your kids like my mom did me with that stupid Latin. And my father was a lawyer, so he took Latin too. And all of a sudden, he wants to go back to college and be a professor for me, and starts asking me a bunch of damn questions about it, like, let me hear you conjugate the verb to be.
Huh. I didn't know your father was an attorney. Where did you grow up?
Where did I grow up?
Yes.
Raleigh.
Raleigh? So, did I ever tell you, speaking of Latin, did I ever tell you about my machine gunner that got a perfect 1600 on the SAT?
I know several people have gotten it. One of your kids got it?
No. Although I'm sure they've come close, but no. Marines are not especially known for their intelligence. In fact, Marines are known for like not being intelligent, right?
Yeah.
All the jokes.
They just go and kill.
Yeah, muscles are required, intelligence not essential. So that's what Marine is an acronym. Most people don't know that, right? Marine muscles are required, intelligence not essential. So anyway, it was noteworthy when one of my Marines got in a commissioning program, and he had a 1600 SAT, a perfect SAT. He was Corporal Reardon, United States Marine Corps. He was a machine gunner. And I talked to him, and I'm like, hey, Corporal Reardon, look, I get the 1600 in the math and science, that's always come easy to me, but how in the hell did you get a perfect score on the English, right? He goes, oh, sir, that's easy. And I'm like, okay. He said, I took Latin, in school. And whenever, I got to words, or, because the SAT, at least back then, I mean, it had words, and you had to kind of figure out what they meant and stuff. I don't know what it looks like now. But he said it was easy because I'd look at a word that I had no idea what it meant, and I would just break it down to its Latin roots, and I'd have the answer.
I would use it, watch them when they use it in a sentence and derive the meaning from there.
Yeah, no, look, there's all kinds. Young people, there are all kinds of test-taking strategies. Tune into the WEEB, and you too will learn test-takemanship.
Yeah.
You can eliminate things. You can break words down by their root words. You can look at the context in the sentence, and you don't have to know everything. You just have to be smart enough to figure out the answer.
Yeah. Because which
may actually be what the test is trying to test. Can you figure it out?
Yeah. Which will mean when you get to college and you take the hardest test of all, which is choose the best answer. All the answers are correct, but one is better than the others. Now, that's a hard test, in my humble opinion. All right, let's see. How many sides? We got that right, didn't we?
Heptagon. Oh, I thought we were finished.
7. On the continent, on what continent is the longest river in the world located? Is it South America, Africa, North America?
Wow, so you're asking, is it the Nile?
South America, Africa, or North America?
So really you're asking, is it the Mississippi, the Nile, or whatever goes through the Amazon?
The Amazon River.
Is it the Amazon? I don't know what it is. Whatever that big river is that goes through the Amazon.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called. Doesn't the Nile flow from towards the equator? I guess all rivers flow towards the equator.
Ultimately, yeah.
So the Nile, the Mississippi, or the Amazon. I don't know, Steve. What's your answer? Can I phone a friend?
Well, let me take another guess. Let me go over them again. South America, Africa,
Yeah.
or North America.
Yeah. Boy. I'll go with the Nile for 1,000. That would be Africa.
That'd be Africa. Yeah, you'd be correct.
Well, hopefully it may not be the Nile, but at least it's a river in Africa.
All right. Well, you passed again. So I guess we'll let you serve as school board member at least another week before we run the campaign to get you out.
Oh, look, we had a confirmation. Jeff just chimed in and said Nile flows north to the Mediterranean.
Okay, it would make sense.
Yep. I think the Nile's, I don't know where the equator goes through Africa. Anyway, that's beyond the scope of this. So it might flow. So my point is it might flow north of the equator. I'd have to see where the equator goes through Africa.
No. All I know is when it comes off the coast of Africa, it makes a beeline ultimately to Moore County. We can always get remnants or whatever, but it's coming here every time.
Oh, you're talking the hurricanes and whatnot? Well, you got the butterfly effect. You got the butterfly flittering its wings off of the west coast of Africa. That causes a disturbance. And, 3 weeks later, it's a Category 5 hurricane off the coast of Florida. I did not mean to bore you with that factoid. I can call Bob Levy in if you really want to go to sleep.
Now, what...
Just kidding, Bob. We love you wherever you are.
Yes, we do. Something I was going to ask about that. It'll come to me. Always ticks you off when you do that. Let's see. Back to my real notes. Some things we need to know. Well, let's do this. Let's do our sound bites this morning. Start out with the late night Unique Boys to see if with all those expensive writers that they have, between the 15 of them, they can come up with one good joke.
In Arizona, 2 teachers who are husband and wife were fired after students found their OnlyFans account. They would have been sent to detention, but that's actually how one of their videos started.
Jeff Bezos, over the weekend, he said he will give most of his $120 billion fortune to charity, and the rest will go to season 2 of that Lord of the Rings show. This is a nice change of pace. Usually when a billionaire wants to give away all his money, he has to buy Twitter or go on an anti-Semitic rant to do it.
Well, get this, a man in the UK thought he was losing his hearing and then discovered that part of an earbud had been stuck in his ear for 5 years. After doctors removed it, he was like, thanks, I've had that song stuck in my head since 2017.
Authorities in New York arrested a mother last month after she allegedly allowed her 10-year-old son to get a tattoo. Worse, the tattoo was to celebrate 1 year without a cigarette.
Okay.
I just have a couple commentaries. So first of all, when billionaires say they're going to give all their money to charity, what they're really saying is they're going to set up a scam charity or foundation. They're going to donate all their money to that as a tax dodge, and then they're going to live large inside their foundation or charity. Exhibit A is the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the Clinton Global Foundation, and the Obama Foundation. So that's what they really mean. They're not really giving their money to charity. Secondly, I would just like to note that the parents who got charged or whatever for allowing their 10-year-old to get a tattoo, those same parents could take their child to a X-rated whatever they're called show, like they had up in Sanford, the transvestite, or they could take them to,
a gay show?
Well, I don't know what they're called, where the guys dress up as women and read books to children. That would be perfect.
Transvestite show.
Yeah, well, whatever. But,
I think that's the word they use for guys dressing as women.
Yeah, it gets all confusing.
You could be a normal guy in a transvestite outfit posing as a woman just because you like dressing up as a woman. Not that I dress up as a woman.
I don't get the whole thing because they call it. They've got a catchy name for it. They're reading. They go to libraries and read. But if they were honest, it would be men dressed as women reading to little children, which most people get arrested for that.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Okay, a couple of women were hearing noises coming from the chimney of their cast iron stove, so they pried it open. And here's what they found.
Okay, just stay.
I have no hold on it anymore. I'm
You're
not
good, you're
having any
good.
weight on it.
Come on, buddy.
Let's call animal control. Vultures are protected.
Here it comes. It's coming out. Oh my God! There's a vulture in the house. Okay. Oh, it can fly.
A buzzard.
Vulture.
A vulture. That's funny.
Yeah. They're not the prettiest birds in the world, and they eat all the scraps in the road. But somebody's got to do it. A deer in Wisconsin broke into a home and stayed there for 3 hours, running from room to room, destroying the house. Here is the homeowner, Sue Sibjek, talking about the deer getting stuck in their house, and now she thinks her reindeer decorations attracted the deer in the first place.
Nobody can believe that a full-grown deer is trapped upstairs in your house and can't find its way out. It was just trying to find a way out. This is Dasher and Prancer. Prancer had an unwelcome suitor.
So, did those ladies not have a pistol or shotgun where they could have just shot the deer and not?
Yeah, but
not
you
let
want
it tear
deer
up his
blood
house?
all over everything.
Well, I'm sure they said it tore up their house. I've seen what a bird can do that got trapped into a house. You know, I'm sure a deer could do quite the damage, and I'm quite sure that their Christmas decorations did not attract that deer.
A deer in Wisconsin broke into a home and stayed there for 4 hours.
Was it there for the Christmas decorations?
Huh?
Was it there for the Christmas decorations like
Must
the
have
previous
been.
people claimed?
He ran from room to room, destroying the house. I just did that one, Stevie.
Oh, I thought it happened again.
Nope, that's the only two. Never mind.
Got it. Everybody forget the last minute and a half of the show.
Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield are teaming up to sell Holy Ears, cannabis-infused edibles shaped like bitten ears. Obviously, they're a reference to the 97 fight where Tyson bit a chunk of Evander's ear off. They made their piece years ago. In fact, in the new promotional video, Evander gives the gift of an iron to Mike to celebrate, ironing things out, that is.
So when North Carolina legalizes weed, then Steve Woodward and I can go into business and we can do severed ear edibles.
Yeah, well, they got cow's ears you can eat now that you give to your dogs a treat.
Steve, that was a joke. That was, remember back when I made that comment and the left went nuts thinking that, like, Steve was really being dispatched to bring back severed ears from the, their made-up fantasy insurrection.
That one just went clean over my head, Dave.
Yeah, well, I guess you had to have been involved in the whole.
I'm going to have to grow another 2 inches.
Learning and phototherapy. Every year, over 10% of the world's population experiences a mid-ear infection. Furthermore, not everyone has access to a doctor, which makes it difficult to diagnose and treat a mid-ear infection. My solution to this mid-ear infection problem is to create a low-cost device that can both detect and treat a mid-ear infection. And to make this device easy for children to wear, I'm incorporating both the machine learning software and the blue light into headphones. This way you can listen to music while treating your ear infection.
I don't believe her. I don't believe that gadget does what she says it does.
Well, she's a scientist, so she should know.
We should trust the science and send $69.95 to her, and she will send you a made-in-China middle ear infection curing device.
Well, the thing is to give...
is it approved by the Food and Drug Administration, or is this just something that she is...
Oh, they didn't turn it over to Fauci so he can tell who to blame for it.
Well, it'll only get approved if Fauci owns part of the patent.
All right, well, let's see. Happy National Drummers Day, and next week's is Thanksgiving. It's almost like they did this on purpose for National Drummers Day, Thanksgiving drumsticks.
November 15th is National Drummer Day. So let's get ready for Thanksgiving turkey with some drumsticks.
So you can be a star at the dinner table.
I will, if I cooked a turkey, I would pull the drumsticks off and, play the drums with them, but I don't cook turkey for Thanksgiving.
All right, it is coming up on 8 o'clock. We'll be
We're
back.
tracking chilly showers to continue to filter in. We'll have a better chance of seeing rain this afternoon. Some could be heavy at times. A few thunderstorms possible to the southeast with highs in the lower 40s and mid-50s. By tomorrow, expect partly cloudy conditions. We're going to see the rain clear out. Highs will reach the low to upper 60s. Those numbers a little bit below normal for this time of the year. I'm meteorologist Peter Sherwood in the Weather Center.
Broadcasting from the top of the North Carolina Sand Hills, 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM, WEEB, Southern Pines, Pinehurst, Aberdeen.
News this hour from townhall.com. I'm Rich Thomason. Well, the Arizona governorship will apparently be switching from Republican to Democrat. The election outcome in Nevada, just the opposite. Republican Joe Lombardo, Nevada's governor-elect.
In my travels across the state, I heard from voters from all walks of life. And you know what they said? They all said the same thing. Joe, please help turn our state around before it's too late.
And he tells KTNV that is exactly what he intends to do. Republicans just a seat away from commanding the majority in the House, 14 races yet to be called. In the Senate, another Republican joins the Mitch Needs to Go club.
On his Monday podcast, Texas Senator Ted Cruz said Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell is more interested in his own ambition than the GOP's success. Cruz said the Kentucky senator would rather be leader than have a Republican majority.
And that's correspondent Tasha Stevens. Tonight, former President Trump planning an announcement from his Florida home, expected to say that he is running for president again. What Mr. Trump calls a special announcement come at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Classes have been canceled at the University of Virginia, Charlottesville, the campus mourning the fatal shooting of 3 football players. The suspect, a 22-year-old UVA student and former university football player, Christopher Darnell Jones Jr., is under arrest. UVA student South Wallace rating the school's first response to the gunfire as excellent.
I think that the school itself did a good job of kind of getting students kind of on alert and kind of taking the offensive, like if you see something, say something.
But no word of a motive for the Sunday night attack. On Wall Street, Dow futures up 199 points, NASDAQ futures 183 points higher. More on these stories, townhall.com.
Relief Factor, pain relief that's natural, pain relief that works, and pain relief that attacks the source of the pain. That's the experience of tens of thousands of Americans who are taking Relief Factor right now. See their incredible video endorsements at relieffactor.com and then order your 3-week quick starter pack for just $19.95. That's less than $1 a day. Find out if it can work for you like it works for me by ordering your 3-week quick starter pack today. Relieffactor.com, relieffactor.com. Be the next success story.
Hi, my name's Adam Barada. I'm the owner of Advantage Gold, the highest rated precious metals firm in the country. Now, we've won the Best of TrustLink Award 4 years in a row because we educate our clients on how to buy gold and silver the right way. We don't pay celebrity spokespeople millions of dollars. We'd rather pass that value on to you. Call 800-900-8000 and speak with one of our experts. We'll send you a free gold kit along with my latest national best-selling book, The Great Devaluation. Call 800-900-8000. Call 800-900-8000.
One of professional tennis's brightest stars will be able to play in January's Australian Open after the country's immigration minister overturned a ban on the tennis star's entry because of his unvaccinated status.
Novak Djokovic was thrown out of Australia after he refused to have a COVID-19 vaccination and was banned from returning for 3 years. But the Immigration Minister Andrew Giles has now said the Serbian star is free to compete in the Australian Open in January. His lawyers have spent months trying to have the visa ban overturned. In July, Australia scrapped a rule that required international travellers to declare their coronavirus vaccination status.
That's the BBC's Phil Mercer. The Cambodian Prime Minister says he has COVID-19 and is leaving the group of 20 meetings taking place in Bali. News and analysis, townhall.com. A lot of airline customers will be getting some money back.
Frontier Airlines and 4 foreign carriers have agreed to refund more than $600 million combined to travelers whose trips were canceled or significantly delayed since the start of the pandemic. The Department of Transportation says it also fined the same airlines more than $7 million for delaying refunds so long that they violated consumer protection rules. The largest U.S. airlines, which accounted for the bulk of complaints about refunds, avoided fines. Consumers flooded the government with thousands of complaints about their inability to get refunds when huge numbers of flights were canceled in early 2020. I'm Norman Hall.
Millions are hoping that British Prime Minister Rishi Sunak will find money to help them survive a cost of living crisis when the government releases its spending plans tomorrow. And with inflation at a 40-year high, the demands from the public are many. More on these stories at townhall.com.
We're proud to be working with our local businesses for the greatest comeback of all time.
Come together.
With Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM. WEEB.
John Cole's Plumbing Professionals would like to remind you that it's time to prep your home for the cold winter months ahead. Consider a heat source like a single light bulb near your well, which can often be enough to keep it from freezing. Be sure that your pipes are well insulated with heat tape or foam pipe insulation, and be sure to seal off any drafts. If you have any questions, they've got answers. Call the John Cole Pros today at 910-639-4933.
John Cole's Plumbing Professionals.
This is Chuck from Sunbelt Service Pros. Are you just not feeling it anymore with your AC service provider? Are you calling those guys because that's what you've always done, or because there's a sticker on the thermostat with an old phone number on it? How about this? Take a chance and you'll be thrilled to find that you're getting real value for your heating and cooling dollars. When you call Sunbelt Service Pros, you are dealing with a professional and reliable service provider. Our technicians are highly trained and certified and can quickly address any issues. Our customers find our technicians and office staff courteous, friendly, and professional throughout the whole process. We're doing something right here. You need to check us out. Find out what you've been missing and call us today. Sunbelt Service Pros at 910-944-2044 or go online to sunbeltservicepros.com.
Thinking about updating and customizing your kitchen? Now is a great time to do just that with KitchenAid appliances from Keys Appliance Center. Now through December 31st, you can receive up to $1,500 in rebates on select KitchenAid appliances. So head on over to the appliance experts at Keys Appliance Center and visit with any sales associate for complete rebate details and list of eligible models. Keys Appliance Center, located at 104 East Main Street in downtown Aberdeen.
This is Kara and Axel reporting from Thornsberry's Body Shop. We want to wish everyone a safe and Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And while you're driving, please don't hit one of Santa's reindeer.
It's the most wonderful time of the year, but instead of decking the halls, we've decked out the racetrack at Rockingham Speedway Christmas. Bring your family and be transported to a drive-through winter wonderland on the racetrack. Enjoy hundreds of displays, miles of twinkling lights, and tune in your radio to our dancing music. 'Tis the season for pictures with Santa, and enjoy warm apple cider, hot chocolate, and s'mores. Shop local by visiting vendors that will be on site Friday through Sunday. Be filled with the Christmas spirit beginning December 1st and continuing until the new year. Tickets on sale now at SpeedwayLights.com. The days are getting shorter and there's a chill in the air, which means Christmas is right around the corner. Nothing says Christmas like a fresh-cut North Carolina Fraser fir from White Hill Farms. Located at 5030 South Plank Road in Cameron, White Hill Farms is open 7 days a week. So whether you need that Christmas tree, a wreath, or holiday basket, White Hill Farms has them all. So stop in and see what White Hill Farms has to offer this holiday season. Just off 15501 at the Lee County line.
In real estate, just like in golf, local knowledge is important. So get on board with the team that sells more. Hi, this is Angie McHugh with Sandhill Realty. Our team of agents have over 100 years of combined real estate experience right here in Moore County. We have local knowledge. So check out our listings at WeSellMore.com or call me, Angie McHugh, at 910-315-6280. At Sandhill Realty, we know more, we love more, and we sell more.
If there was a better way to handle your finances, when would you want to know? Tune in to White Horse Financial Solutions every Saturday from 9 to 10 a.m. here on WEEB.
NCN News. I'm Mike Rayleigh. It's starting to get cold and slick in the North Carolina Northwest Mountains. WBTV meteorologist Al Conklin tells us.
Ashe and Avery County schools are on a 2-hour delay. Now, new information coming in. Watauga County students, you are on an e-learning day. E-learning day. I'm looking at downtown Boone. This is from King Street, and if you look, there's precipitation that is falling. Now, it could be in the form of a little bit of sleet or freezing rain.
John Witt, the operations manager for Veterans Restoration Quarters, told WLOS the Code Purple in the citywide initiative that's on right now.
Tonight the temperature is going to get below freezing, so we're trying to get as many people as we can off the streets.
Authorities continue to investigate the shooting deaths of the University of Virginia football players. A shooting hit home for UNC head football coach Mac Brown.
It's really, really sad when you have to worry about your family members and your children. Thoughts and prayers are with everybody.
Sources close to former President Donald Trump tell CBS News he intends to launch his 2024 presidential campaign tonight. CBS News chief Washington correspondent Major Garrett says.
Trump also faces a number of legal challenges, including allegations of mishandling classified documents, an ongoing New York Attorney General's investigation into his business practices, a Fulton County, Georgia investigation into an electoral vote scheme. There's also the subpoena from the January 6th committee. Trump defied that subpoena on Monday and is now suing the panel to avoid testifying.
Flu season is here and already at peak level. The weekly CDC flu map shows North Carolina's 6 surrounding states also is purple, meaning the highest category of flu activity. Dr. Cameron Wolf, an infectious disease expert at Duke.
We typically think of flu as a seasonal thing where it's a peak, an uptrend occurs maybe late December, but typically January and February. So that is certainly sort of translated really 2 months earlier than normal.
You're listening to NCN News.
Have you considered a career in public power? Public power offers you real opportunities for career growth, from scholarships and community college partnerships to training and apprenticeship programs. You're part of a team that builds and maintains a locally owned and operated electric system. Work close to home, grow your career, and support your local community by providing safe, reliable, and sustainable electricity. Join public power and make a difference in your community. Learn more about careers in public power at electricities.com.
Small business owners are a cornerstone of our state's economy and are essential to the fabric of our rural, urban, and suburban communities. At the NC Rural Center, we believe that our state's economic future depends on the vibrancy of the small businesses lining main streets from Murphy to Manteo and everywhere in between. That's why we've assembled hundreds of entrepreneurs, advocates, and community leaders from across the state to form the North Carolina Small Business Coalition. Learn more about the coalition and how to join at ncruralcenter.org.
2 men are wanted in Harnett County after shooting into a woman's car, striking her 3 times.
According to the Harnett County Sheriff's Office, 25-year-old Cordarius Lamar Stevens and Deshaun Bratcher have been charged with attempted murder and 19 counts of shooting into an occupied vehicle after the incident on Monday. The victim, 23-year-old Ariana Melvin, was taken to a hospital in stable condition. I'm Nate Saunders.
Democratic candidate for governor in Arizona, Katie Hobbs, held a very narrow lead over the last week, but after the last big ballot drop from Maricopa County, she's been pushed over the top and is projected to take the seat. CBS News' Dennis Welch.
For Katie Hobbs, she's going to be coming into an office where she's going to be working or try to work with a legislature that is very much is going to be controlled by Republicans. And because of the way it played out this year with the primaries having a huge influence in who gets elected in these races, you can argue that this legislature, which has been controlled by Republicans for decades and has been very conservative, got even more conservative this year. Now they're going to have to work with the Democratic governor. We're going to see that play out.
Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen says the U.S. has a very resilient economy.
Household finances are by and large solid, same for banks and businesses. So we've got a good, strong, resilient economy. I expect inflation to come down over time.
It's been 1 month since the mass shooting in Raleigh that left 5 people dead in the Hedingham community. Neighbors are still working to put pieces back together. The accused gunman, 15-year-old Austin Thompson, has been moved from Wake Med to a rehab facility. Resident Sandy Castro tells ABC 11 people are still grieving.
I have been feeling sad because we never expect something like this happening here.
Mike Rayleigh, NCN News.
A cold front will bring showers into our area today. That rain could be heavy at times for this afternoon in areas to the south and east. We'll likely see a few thunderstorms. Our highs will not warm a whole lot, so keep those jackets and umbrellas with you. Highs will head into the lower 40s and mid 50s. By tonight, we'll see drier conditions with the lows in the upper 30s and lower 40s. I'm meteorologist Peter Sherwood in the Weather Center.
Right now here in the Sand Hills area, we're looking at cloudy skies, 44 degrees, humidity 87%, dew point 40. Winds are calm and pressure is 30-56. It is, 8:15. Let's take a look at your Sand Hills news for this Tuesday morning. Topping the news, deputies with the Moore County Sheriff's Office initiated a traffic stop in the 100 block of North Walnut Street in Pine Bluff. During the traffic stop, deputies conducted a search of the vehicle. As a result of the search, deputies located cocaine, marijuana, and drug paraphernalia. Arrested were Shaylin Smith and Marco Cheatham. Smith, 31, of Southern Pines, is also facing charges for felony possession of cocaine and possession of drug paraphernalia. Cheatham, 34, of Aberdeen, is facing a charge of possession with marijuana, less than a half an ounce, and was released with a citation. And average gas prices in North Carolina have risen 3.8 cents per gallon in the last week, averaging $3.37 a gallon today. However, the Gas Buddies survey of 6,092 stations across North Carolina prices in North Carolina are up 11.9% per gallon, lower than they were a month ago, and stand at 17.4 cents per gallon, higher than a year ago. The national average price of diesel has risen 2.3 cents in the last week and stands at 5.34 cents per gallon. According to Gas Buddy price reports, the cheapest station in North Carolina was priced at $3.05 yesterday. The most expensive was $4.69, a difference of $1.64. National average prices of gasoline have fallen 2.6 cents per gallon over the week, averaging $3.76 per gallon today. The national average is down 14.3 cents per gallon from a month ago and stands at 36.6 cents per gallon, and higher than a year ago. According to Gas Buddy, data compiled from more than 11 million weekly price reports, over 150 gas stations across the country. That WEEB local news this morning from the Sand Hills Sentinel. And, of course, you can go to the sandhillsentinel.com for more information. It is 8:17. Sports is next, right here on Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB.
Your morning sports report is brought to you by Hughes Supply of Pinehurst. With over 50 years' experience, Hughes Supply can handle all your plumbing project needs from start to finish. Call 910-295-5541 or visit them online at HughesSupplyPinehurst.com.
NCN Sports, I'm Nate Saunders. North Carolina and Gonzaga are 1-2 in the first regular season men's college basketball poll from the Associated Press. Third-ranked Houston and fourth-ranked Kentucky picked up the remaining first-place votes in top 25, with only slight changes from the preseason rankings. Baylor, Kansas, Duke, UCLA, Arkansas, and Creighton round out the top 10. Tennessee fell 11 spots, while Villanova fell out for the first time since February of 2019. Number 24, Texas A&M, and number 25, Connecticut are the new additions. Correspondent Michael Luongo reports the Commanders stopped the Eagles' perfect record with a win on the road Monday night.
The Commanders handed the Eagles their first loss of the season as they went on to a 32-21 win. Washington took the lead late in the second quarter with a 1-yard touchdown run by Brian Robinson. Antonio Gibson also had a touchdown run. Taylor Heineke threw for 211 yards for the Commanders, who evened their record to 5-5. Jalen Hurts threw for 2 touchdowns, ran for another in a loss that dropped the Birds' record to 8-1.
Commanders quarterback Taylor Heineke says that ball control was the key against the Eagles.
We saw on film against the Texans that they were kind of getting after them a little bit, so we felt like we have a really good offensive line and good backs to do the same thing. So run the ball and stay on the field in third downs. I think we converted a lot of third downs today, kind of keep our offense on the field, keep their offense off. And, we had long sustaining drives where when we got in the red zone, we scored.
South Carolina remains the unanimous choice at number 1 in the Associated Press women's basketball poll. The Gamecocks will face second-ranked Stanford on Sunday in the 63rd meeting between the top 2 teams in the poll. Texas, Iowa, and UConn round up the first 5. Ohio State moved up 6 spots to 8th after beating then number 5 Tennessee last week. I'm Nate Saunders, and you are listening to NCN Sports.
North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance was just named one of America's best insurance companies by Forbes and the nation's best auto insurer in Crash Network's Insurer Report Card for the 3rd year in a row. Sometimes being the best means being a little different. Our difference is our people. And with agents in every county, you've got local award-winning service right in your backyard. North Carolina Farm Bureau Insurance. Helping you is what we do best.
Do you find yourself considering a home generator when a storm is approaching? It's better to prepare now. A Generac automatic standby generator from Alternative Power guards the home against blackouts caused by weather of all types. 45 years in business and over 10,000 satisfied customers. Act now for a free 10-year warranty on a Generac automatic standby generator from Alternative Power. Terms and conditions apply. Financing options are available. Alternative Power, North Carolina's Generac experts. See more at alternativepower.com.
3 University of Virginia football players killed in an on-campus shooting are being remembered by head football coach Tony Elliott as incredible young men with huge aspirations and extremely bright futures. Devin Chandler, Lovell Davis Jr., and Deshaun Perry were returning from a class trip Sunday night when authorities say they were killed by a fellow student. The basketball game scheduled between Northern Iowa and number 16 Virginia was canceled after the shooting. Last night in the NBA, Charlotte beat Orlando 112-105. In the National Hockey League, Carolina destroyed Chicago 3-0. In the NFL, Washington that upset against Philadelphia 32-21. And tonight in college basketball, Gardner-Webb heads to Chapel Hill against number 1 North Carolina at 8 p.m., number 7 Duke, and number 6 Kansas at 9:30. You're listening to NCN Sports.
As our economy gradually reopens, remember to support local.
Know you're doing the right thing and stay proud.
Be a part of the greatest comeback of all time with Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM. WEEB.
My name is Ward Rowland. A good insurance agent has to put the needs of his clients first. As a law enforcement officer, I spent 11 years protecting and serving my community. It is my honor and privilege to serve Moore County and North Carolina residents with their insurance needs. Come in today or call 910-725-0915. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Does your pup lack proper exercise while you work? Or you can't go on vacation because your pup can't come? Check out Watch My Wag, where they specialize in day play, boarding, grooming, and training for your furry companion. Their facility includes a 3,000 square foot fenced-in outdoor play center for when your pup needs exercise. Their VIP suites are great for those overnight stays. So call Watch My Wag today to make an appointment at 910-725-1888 or online at watchmywag.com.
Hi friends, Aaron Cooper here from Cooper Ford to answer the question, why shop at Cooper Ford? First, we're locally and family owned, and that means every dollar you spend stays right here in the community. In fact, our ongoing commitment to our community is because Cooper Ford is part of the community. We live here, we shop here, share our faith here, and support many community causes. Plus, at Cooper Ford, we don't have and never had market-adjusted prices over MSRP like so many other dealers. We give fair and honest prices. It's just doing the right thing. And finally, at Cooper Ford, you're not just a number, you're part of the Cooper Ford family.
Cooper Ford, always working hard to be your home
hometown dealer.
It's our inventory reduction sale. Hi, this is Catherine Phelps, new owner of your local Sears hometown store, where creating relationships is our business. My husband Joe keeps ordering in a truckload every week of discontinued clearance appliances and tools. Hurry in and help us clean out our distribution center and save up to 50% off while quantities last. See store for details. Your locally owned Sears hometown store in the Town and Country Shopping Center, Aberdeen.
Hi, this is Rodney Swarms with Plumbing Night. We know that plumbing emergencies can happen at any time. In fact, they seem to happen at the most inconvenient times. And then inviting an unknown plumber into your home, that can add to the stress of the situation. The Plumbing Night wants to alleviate any stress about inviting a technician into your home by guaranteeing that we have not only the very best plumbers, but also the most knowledgeable plumbers. Before any of our employees are hired, all of the employees must undergo drug testing and a thorough background check. If they don't pass, they aren't hired. No exceptions. Once they're hired and part of the team, they receive continuous technical and customer training to ensure that they are the very best at the trade. This training is week after week, month after month, year after year. This training is what got us into community college to teach the plumbing trade. So the next time you have an emergency, call the Plumbing Night. They're known for extraordinary service and integrity.
Call the Plumbing Night at 639-5555, day or night, or on the web at theplumbingnight.com.
Need to replace that old worn flooring or building that dream home? With over 60 years of experience, Flooring Gallery and Interiors has all your carpet, hardwood, tile, and LVP needs covered. Looking for custom rugs or cabinetry? They have those too. Flooring Gallery and Interiors is family owned and located at 1501 NC Highway 5 in Pinehurst. So call them today for all your flooring needs at 910-295-2293 or online at flooringgalleryandinteriors.com.
It just doesn't feel like Christmas until you begin to see those twinkling lights all around you. Do you need help this holiday season? Let Dasher's Designs turn your home into a winter wonderland. From residential to commercial, Dasher's Designs is your holiday light company. We'll design, install, maintain, remove, and store your Christmas lights. Be the envy of your neighbors without lifting a finger at a starting price of just $8.95. Book your free consultation today. Visit us online at dashersdesign.com. And don't forget to like us on Facebook.
Is your Medicare covering enough? First Medicare Direct Plans were made for you. For 2023, we're lowering copays and out-of-pocket maximums so you can save even more. Plus, we've added reimbursements for your favorite fitness activities, including golf. Our plans start at $0 a month. Learn more during a free seminar in your area. Visit firstmedicare.com/FMD23. First Carolina Care Insurance Company is a health plan with a Medicare contract. Enrollment in First Carolina Care depends on contract renewal. For accommodations of persons with special needs and meetings, call 888-382-9781 TTY 711.
New York Deli is a slice of the Big Apple in Pinehurst. Located in Olmsted Village, New York Deli offers authentic New York bagels and a full breakfast menu until 11 a.m. Looking for lunch? There are 33 signature sandwiches to choose from. New York-style pizza on Wednesdays and Fridays, and now offering Meatball Mondays. New York Deli is open weekdays from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m. Visit Moore County Takeout and Delivery Options Facebook page for our menu updates. Call 295-2264 for takeout, or have your order delivered via DoorDash, Grubhub, or Easy Bites.
There's a big world of computer hackers out there that spend all their time trying to get into your computer and your pocket. If you think you've been hacked or you're experiencing pop-ups and web addresses you didn't ask for, turn your PC or Mac off and bring it to WEEB Computer Repair, right here at the WEEB Studios on Midland Road. No problem is too big for our super geek, and our prices are much lower than the box stores. WEEB Computer Repair, 690-9723. The home of the super geek.
Hey, this is Amy from Main Street Glass. I want to thank you for a wonderful 2022, and I'd like to wish each and every one of you a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from the staff at Main Street Glass.
The greatest comeback of all time is underway. Remember to shop local businesses. A reminder from Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM. WEEB.
The Zumwalt Zone is proudly sponsored by Moore County Citizens for Freedom. Always looking out for you.
Hello, I'm John Zumwalt, and you're in the Zumwalt Zone. Folks come to Moore County from all over the country, actually all over the world, to play golf. Since you never know who might be here, I thought I'd use this time to issue a public service announcement. This is directed to any members of the mafia who might be in town enjoying this area and playing golf. I listen to a lot of podcasts while I work around the house and in my shop. This week I've kind of gotten hooked on historic stories about the mafia. So let me offer the following advice to you. If you're in the mafia and you're in a cafe, especially if it's a pizza place, and a guy is sitting in the corner and he looks like Sammy the Bull or Vinny the Snake, leave. And when you get outside, use your remote control to start your car. Also, if the boss, and by the boss, I don't mean Bruce Springsteen, calls you and wants to see you, do not get in the front passenger seat with Joseph Barboza sitting directly behind you. One last tip. Never, ever go fishing with anyone named TikTok, Big Tuna, or Ice Pick Willie. I hope this has helped you. I know you guys take offense pretty easily, so if I made you angry, too bad. You can just take it up with one of my 2 trusted bodyguards, the man they call Sleepy Ed, or if you're really feeling froggy, Dr. Grimm. Let's see. That's why you can't read. Anyway, I hope everybody, including all you mafia guys, has a wonderful day, and I hope it's a safe day, too. From the Zoom Wall Zone.
We're tracking chilly showers to continue to filter in. We'll have a better chance of seeing rain this afternoon. Some could be heavy at times. A few thunderstorms possible to the southeast with highs in the lower 40s and mid-50s. By tomorrow, expect partly cloudy conditions. We're going to see the rain clear out. Highs will reach the low to upper 60s. Those numbers a little bit below normal for this time of the year. I'm meteorologist Peter Sherwood in the Weather Center.
And now, the Sandhills' #1 morning show. Mornings with the LeaderMan. Here on Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB. And heard and seen around the world at talk973.com.
The best part of waking up is waking up with us.
Today is? No, why don't you tell me?
You don't know? Recycle.
Today is National Recycling Day.
Hi, I'm reminding you to recycle.
And recycle everything.
Hey, always recycle.
And so, we must all recycle every day.
You recycle everything.
Y'all recycle.
Yeah, recycle this.
National Recycling Day.
Recycling bins everywhere.
So, it's showtime.
That I ever knew, but I don't care for sugar, honey, if I can't have you. Since you abandoned me, my whole life is a crash. Won't you pick the pieces up, 'cause it feels just like I'm walking on broken glass.
Good morning, Talk 97.3 FM, 104.1 FM, and 990 AM WEEB. Welcome back to the most listened to program in all of the Sandhills. It's time once again for Walking on Broken Glass. Time for Mornings with the LeaderMan. I am Steve Leader Adams, and with me in the studio this morning, David Hensley from the Moore County School Board. Good morning, David.
Good morning, Steve. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Hensley Report. I was hoping for some Britney Spears, but this music is okay.
I got some.
Yeah, well, you know, I was a proud member of the Free Britney movement, so, you know.
Picking on Britney.
We need a cough button on this microphone. So we're going to mix up the Hensley Report a little bit. It's just Steve and I in the audience, and my voice isn't particularly cooperating. So what we're going to do, what I thought we would do, is Steve can interview me. Steve can be just a citizen asking a member of the Moore County School Board any questions that he feels are appropriate.
Okay.
We have, by the way, it's T-minus 14 days and counting, and I will change from being a minority member of the school board to being a majority member of the school board.
That means you're going through a sex change.
No, that means that the voters of Moore County have spoken, and we now have a 6-1 conservative majority of the school board, and it's going to be the dawn of great things for Moore County schools. We're jettisoning the old and in with the new.
Okay. Well, you wanted a little Britney. I got Britney for you. I think these are half.
Yeah, okay, I've heard enough Britney. That's it. I've had my Britney fix.
Can't you see I'm calling?
Half rap, half top 40.
Britney's Instagram account is much more interesting and exciting than Britney's music.
I'll have to go check it. All right, so much for all that. Don't forget, of course, we're being heard and seen around the world on the live video stream. That's up and coming at you from talk973.com or talk1041.com or WEEB990.com. Top middle of the page is where the link's located. Upper right-hand corner of every page has another link for our audio line. Just click on it once and fill out some info, and you're listening that quick. Weather for us today here in the Sand Hills area. Well, rain today, partly cloudy with rain, high of 52, up to 1/2 of an inch possible. Then tonight, we'll add up to another 1/4 inch possible under mostly cloudy skies with rain likely. A low around 43. Wednesday, partly cloudy, 57. Thursday, sunshine and 48. And Friday, to end out the work week, sunny and 49. Right now around the Sand Hills, winds are east-southeast at 1. Pressure 30, 58. Dew point 40. Humidity is 82%. And it is mostly cloudy and 44 degrees currently here at Talk 97.3 FM. 104.1 FM and 990 AM WEEB.
I do have, before we get started,
you go.
A little more Britney. Before everyone's checking out our Instagram account. So before we get started, I do have an exciting announcement. I have ventured deep inside enemy territory.